And yeah, it was closed for a little bit. That has now been reopened, and I'll update you shortly on those conditions. But first, here's Emily. Good morning.
Thanks, Rachel. All right, the weekend was amazing. I do not think we could have asked for a better weekend. It was warm, it was sunny, it was gorgeous. Today, things are going to change a little bit, but not by much. We do have a system coming in that is going to be bringing us the potential for some showers, possibly some isolated thunderstorms, but temperatures are still going to be really mild. We're still going to see a daytime high of 24 degrees through Toronto. Now for this evening, temperatures cool down slightly, but still quite comfortable. We're looking at 18 degrees, 20 in Hamilton, 19 through Guelph. The thunderstorm risk, it's widespread today, stretches all the way up through Hudson Bay, straight down to Windsor and over towards the Ottawa area. Non-severe and very isolated. Rainfall forecast, we're not looking at much more than 5 millimeters of rain, unless, of course, we do see thunderstorm activity, so there could be localized higher amounts. The risk of thunderstorms is going to continue throughout the afternoon. We are going to be seeing that risk more so kind of mid-afternoon and into late afternoon. The showers, however, well, they could be a little spotty before that. We do start to clear out through the overnight, and then tomorrow we're looking at a much nicer day, lots of sunshine, but temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler behind that cold front, but still above our seasonal average. We're looking at 18 for tomorrow, and we should be closer to 16 for this time of year. So really not a bad day. Into the long range. Hi there, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Monday. It is May the 4th. We'll be checking in with Rachel Schutzen in just a few moments. She's filling in for the vacationing Tom Reynolds to get your latest traffic update. But first, let's take a look back at how much we all loved temperatures over the weekend and how amazing it was to be out into some sunshine. If getting around was a big deal for you, probably a bit of a mess. Temperatures this afternoon, we're looking at about 24 degrees, but we could see some showers and possibly some thunderstorms. More on that in a moment, but first, here's Rachel. Yeah, it sure does. We've got this system coming in and our temperatures are going to warm up significantly. So we're looking at a southwesterly flow. Temperatures getting up to 24, feeling like 28. Once that cold front goes through, that's where we do have that risk to see a few isolated convective showers. Rainfall amounts, generally speaking, less than 5 millimeters. But if we do see thunderstorm activity, of course, that number could go up. We are going to be seeing that front to move through later on this afternoon, and then we'll see a clearing trend behind it tonight. Hi there. Thank you so much for joining us here at the Weather Network. It is Monday. It is May the 4th. I'm Emily Vukovic. What a gorgeous weekend we just experienced. Temperatures were warm. We saw tons of sunshine. It was great to be out and about. I went to a couple of local garden centers. Packed, completely packed. I don't blame anybody for getting out to enjoy these beautiful conditions and get the garden ready. Run a marathon, get in your garden, lots of options. Now today, the temperatures are staying mild. We're getting up to a high of 24 degrees, but we do have the risk for a few isolated non-severe thunderstorms. Rainfall amounts, less than 5 millimeters, unless, of course, we do see thunderstorm activity, and then, of course, those numbers could go up. How does it look for the rest of the week? Let's take a look in our long range. Okay, we've got the risk of isolated thunderstorms throughout the day today, but once those pass through, we are going to be seeing a nice day tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler. We're looking at about 17 degrees for Tuesday. Not bad. That's seasonal. We should be about 16, so that's pretty bang on. As we get into Wednesday and Thursday, well, conditions aren't too bad. We do have the chance of a few isolated showers later on in the week, but for the most part, we are looking at a pretty decent stretch of weather. As we get closer to Mother's Day, I really want to give us lots of good news, but we do have this area of low pressure and it's going to be tracking its way east, so we may see some showers, but as it is right now, we're looking at 18 degrees. So again, seasonal. 17 for tomorrow, 18 on Wednesday. We're looking at 20 for Thursday and quite warm for Friday, getting up to a high of 24. If you would like to check out more science behind the weather, just head to our website, theweathernetwork.com. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Monday. It is May the 4th. Thank you so much for joining us. After that weekend, how could you not be in a good mood today? We saw sunshine and warm temperatures. It was absolutely gorgeous. Now, things are going to change just slightly for today. We do have temperatures that are still quite mild. We're looking at a daytime high of 24 degrees. We are going to be talking about what to expect for the rest of the week in your long range, so I'll get to those details in just a few moments. But first, I'm going to turn things over to Rachel Schutzen in for the vacationing Tom Reynolds to find out what's going on in traffic. All right, good to know. Thanks so much, Rachel. All right, today, risk of thunderstorms, temperatures still quite mild. The risk of thunderstorms is going to have that front pushing through kind of mid to late afternoon. We are going to see a clearing trend behind it, so by about 9 o'clock tonight, we'll still see some cloud cover, but then we really do clear out for early tomorrow morning, and we will return to more sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be relatively close to seasonal, so a little cooler. We're looking at about 17 degrees, so not bad. So for Tuesday and even into Wednesday, we do have this area of high pressure. Thursday, this low starts to get a little closer to us. And by Friday, we could start to see a little bit of impact. Temperatures are going to be quite mild, again with a southerly flow, getting up to about 24 degrees for Friday. And everybody wants to know about the weather for Mother's Day weekend. Well, to kick it off, we could see a few showers, but Sunday so far looks pretty good. So get out and enjoy this nice mild stretch of weather. Temperatures are going to be seasonal, and we're going to be seeing lots of sunshine throughout the GTA. Hi there, good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Monday. It is May the 4th. The heat continues today, but we've got some stormy weather on the way. Cold front coming in later on this afternoon, bringing us the risk of isolated non-severe thunderstorms. Rainfall amounts, they're not going to be huge. We're looking at less than 5 millimeters, but of course, if we do see some thunderstorm activity, those numbers could go up, but good for the grass, right? At this time of year, I was at nurseries over the weekend, packed. Tons of people were there. So today, risk of isolated thunderstorms, mild temperatures. Behind this front, we clear out rather quickly. By tonight, we're looking at a little bit of cloud cover, and then early tomorrow morning, sunshine will be back. Temperatures tomorrow are a little bit cooler behind that front. We are going to be seeing temperatures drop by a couple of degrees. So a daytime high of about 17 for Tuesday, but that's still seasonal. 16 is our average for this time of year. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and even into Thursday, we're going to be holding on to this high pressure, which is really nice. But as we get closer to the weekend, this low that I'm blocking with my stomach on purpose, this low is going to move into our area, could give us a few isolated showers for Mother's Day weekend. Here's Rachel now with a quick traffic preview. Thanks so much, Kelly. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Monday. It is May the 4th, and temperatures today are going to stay really mild. Mild as yesterday? Yeah, pretty much. The chance of a few isolated showers, possibly some thunderstorms. Thunderstorm risk map stretches all the way up through Hudson Bay, through Ottawa, down towards Windsor. So it's a fairly large system, but we're not going to see a ton of rain from it. There's not a ton of moisture associated with it. We're talking less than 5 millimeters, unless, of course, we do see some isolated, non-severe thunderstorms. Then our rainfall amounts could go up. Front passes through early to late afternoon. That's our best chance of seeing some isolated thunderstorms. We clear relatively quickly behind this system, so through the overnight, we'll start to see a clearing trend, and then we've got more sunshine on the way for tomorrow. Temperatures a touch cooler behind the front. We'll see daytime highs around 17 degrees for Tuesday. High pressure sticks around into Wednesday and Thursday, and as we get closer to the weekend, this system will start to move in. More on that in a moment, but first, I'm going to turn things over to Rachel Schutzen. She's got an update on traffic. Thanks so much, Kevin, and it is such a perfect time. You know, you just think, I've got the stuff, I've got the supplies, you just need to put them together, and then you are prepared. We'll talk more about that coming up. First, let's take a look at this must-see video. Deal with the situation. We're going to follow that story throughout the day, so make sure you stay with us for all the details. Temperatures for us today are mild, and the thunderstorm risk, it's fairly widespread. It goes all the way up through Ottawa, down through Windsor, up through Kapuskasing into Moosonee. So it's a fairly large system, but it's not going to be producing a ton of moisture. We're looking at about 5 millimeters of rain widespread. But of course, if we do see some thunderstorm activity, those rainfall amounts could certainly go up. We've got a fairly strong southwesterly wind today ahead of this front. Once the front goes through mid to late afternoon, we will start to clear behind it. So through the overnight and into tomorrow morning, clearer skies, and tomorrow we're going to return to sunshine, but cooler temperatures behind that front, but still quite seasonal. Here's Rachel now with a preview on traffic. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you for joining us here on this Monday. It is May the 4th. We've got some nice weather today, but we've also got some stormy weather potentially throughout the day today. Temperatures are going to be just as mild as they were over the weekend. Looking at less than 5 millimeters of rain, but of course that amount could go up if we do see some thunderstorms. Now, Kevin is joining us downtown. And Kevin, I have to mention this because you know Tom's away for the next couple of weeks. He's on vacation, but today is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Between the two of us, we need to come up with some jokes that Tom would be saying all morning long. Hi there, thank you so much for joining us. By the way, if you want to check out more must-see videos, just head to our website, theweathernetwork.com. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Monday. It is May the 4th. Before we get to your forecast details, take a look at this must-see video. The active weather at this time of year. We'll talk more about that coming up. Today, we've got a risk of some active weather, but certainly not that epic. We've got thunderstorms in through this evening. Rainfall amounts, we're looking at about 5 millimeters, so not a ton, but of course, if we do see some thunderstorms, that amount could certainly go up. All right, we are going to join Kevin. It's all about Emergency Preparedness Week. And Kevin, what are you up to? Thanks, Rachel. We are going to be seeing that risk later on this afternoon. We've got a fairly strong southwesterly flow. Winds are going to be gusting 40 to 60 kilometers an hour just ahead of that cold front. Once that risk of thunderstorms passes into through the evening and overnight, we do start to clear out. We'll be left with a little bit of sunshine throughout the day tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be a touch cooler because of the cold front, so we're only going to be hitting about 17 degrees, which is still seasonal for this time of year. High pressure stays put Wednesday into Thursday. Could see a little bit of action. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. We do have the risk for some isolated non-severe thunderstorms throughout the day today. It's going to feel pretty muggy. We're getting up to 24, but feeling like 28 when you factor in the humidity. We've got those strong southwest winds that are certainly going to be playing a factor. We are going to see about 5 millimeters of rain, of course, more if we do see thunderstorm activity. Once this front moves through later on this afternoon, we clear through the evening and a much calmer day throughout the day tomorrow. Thanks so much, Kevin. Well, today we've got a little bit of active weather. We do have the risk of a few isolated thunderstorms throughout the day today. The heat and the humidity is going to build this afternoon with a fairly strong southwesterly wind. We are going to see winds gusting 40 to 60 kilometers an hour. Rainfall amounts less than 5 millimeters, but of course, if we do see some thunderstorm activity, that's where we can see those 5 millimeters go up. Once this front moves through kind of mid to late afternoon, we will start to clear behind this. So tomorrow we're looking at a pretty decent day. We've got sunshine in the forecast, but temperatures will be a touch cooler, but still high pressure in place for Tuesday into Wednesday. Even Thursday looks pretty good. So risk of showers stays to our south throughout the day on Wednesday. We are going to see high pressure, like I was mentioning, Wednesday into Thursday. And then we've got this low kind of moving across the west. It's going to be picking up some Gulf moisture. We've got a lot of heat and humidity building into the area. So we could see a few isolated showers for Mother's Day weekend, but it is certainly not going to be a washout. Chance of showers for Friday, Saturday, and even into Sunday, but don't cancel your plans. We're still going to be seeing lots of sunshine and warm temperatures as well. Here's Rachel with a quick traffic preview. Hi there. Thanks so much for joining us on this Monday. It is May the 4th. I'm Emily Vukovic. A beautiful weekend. We saw lots of sunshine, temperatures getting up anywhere between kind of 24 and 27 degrees. Temperatures are going to be warm today, but we could see some isolated thunderstorms. I'll get to all those details in just a few moments, but first, let's check in with Kevin Yard. It is all about Emergency Preparedness Week, and Kevin joins us from downtown Toronto. Kevin, what are you up to now? Yeah, maybe not so much. We do have the risk of seeing a few isolated non-severe thunderstorms when a front comes through and hits all that kind of warm, muggy air. We're seeing temperatures getting up to about 24 degrees, but feeling more like 28 when you factor in the humidity.
Emergency prepared.
It's Monday. It is May the 4th. Thanks so much for joining us. Today, we're going to see some warmth. We've got some nice southwesterly winds coming in, but because of that heat and humidity, well, it's going to trigger off some thunderstorms, potentially with a cold front moving through. Here's a look at the radar. Of course, those amounts could go up. All right, let's check in with Kevin Yard. It's all about Emergency Preparedness Week. And Kevin, what are you up to? Well, we could actually see a few isolated showers ahead of that cold front, but for the most part, most of the active weather is going to be coming in later on this afternoon and into this evening. Then we start to clear out. High pressure will be moving in. So for Tuesday, Wednesday, and even into Thursday, we are going to be seeing lots of sunshine and close to seasonal. Well, Kevin, you're right. We do have warm temperatures on the way, but we also have the potential for some storms. Here's a look at the most current radar, and we've got those storms moving in from the west. We are going to be seeing isolated non-severe cells firing up. Oh, look at that. I got it back again. Apparently, I can't click on them on the radar. It's a new weather system. We still have a bit of a learning curve. You can see it just coming over the lake right now. That's the cold front. May fizzle out more than we anticipated, which would be good news because we'll just feel the heat but not see the storms. We are going to see less than 5 millimeters of rain, but of course, if we do see some thunderstorm activity, that amount could go up. Once this front moves out, we've got high pressure moving in behind it by tonight, so we'll see sunshine tomorrow, but cooler temperatures behind that cold front. Here's Rachel with a quick traffic preview. Thanks, Kevin. We're going to check in with Rachel in just a few seconds, but first I want to tell you a couple things about today's forecast. Also, I checked out that website to see what you need for a kit, and don't forget your pets, because your pets are going with you wherever you need to go, so don't forget to prepare stuff for them as well. Water, food, bedding, that kind of stuff. All right, today we're going to see a daytime high of 24 degrees. We are closer to 28. Now, looking at the radar, you can see storms down through the states right now, but moving over across Lake Huron. So the potential is there for us in the next couple of hours. We may even see some showers ahead of this system. Now, the thunderstorm risk is isolated and non-severe. Stretches from Ottawa all the way down to Windsor, so it's a fairly wide area. Not a ton of rain. We're looking at about 5 millimeters, but of course that could go up if we do see thunderstorm activity. Once this front moves through later on this afternoon and into this evening, we're going to see a bit of a clearing trend. So by tonight and into tomorrow, high pressure is going to move in. We'll see more in the way of sunshine throughout the day tomorrow, but temperatures will be a touch cooler behind that cold front. All right, here's Rachel now with a quick traffic preview. Hi there, good morning. It's Monday. It's May the 4th. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. Well, we've got the potential for some stormy weather today, and I'm going to break down all of those details in just a few moments. But first, let's check in with Kevin Yard. It is Emergency Preparedness Week, and he is in the exact spot you need to be to find out all the information. Tell us what's going on, Kevin. Yes, you know it's spring transitioning to summer when we do have a line of thunderstorms along a cold front moving through the United States just over Lake Huron earlier this morning, and we are going to continue to see the risk for showers ahead of this front. The thunderstorm risk map for isolated non-severe cells is fairly widespread, about 5 millimeters of rain, but of course we could see a little more if we do see some thunderstorms moving in. Behind this front, well, we'll clear up, but we'll also cool down for temperatures tomorrow. Hi there, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Monday, it is May the 4th, and we've got more heat in the forecast for today. Over the weekend, we saw temperatures ranging anywhere from 24 to 27 degrees. It was gorgeous. We're warm today, but we could see some storms. I'll talk about that in just a few moments, but first, take a look at this must-see video. You stay with us for more details. All right, it is Emergency Preparedness Week, and Kevin is learning everything you need to know. Kevin, what's going on? Thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, and our daytime high, it's going to be nice today if we can hold off on some of the wet weather. The thunderstorm risk is fairly widespread, stretches from Ottawa all the way down to Windsor, straight up through Kapuskasing and into Moosonee. We are going to be seeing isolated non-severe cells firing up just along the cold front. When it hits that warm, muggy air, it's going to feel like 28 today. Less than 5 millimeters of rain, fairly widespread, so there's not a ton of moisture associated with this system, but if we do see some thunderstorms, of course, those rainfall amounts could go up. Once the front passes throughout the day today, we are going to be seeing a clearing trend behind it, so throughout the day tomorrow, we are going to be seeing some sunshine, but temperatures are just going to be a touch cooler behind that cold front. High pressure, however, sticks around into Wednesday and even into Thursday. We are going to be seeing some sunshine. There's that high. It's sinking its way south. So not a bad forecast for the next couple of days. Now, as we get closer to the weekend, we've got this area of low pressure that is going to be moving through. But again, not a ton of moisture. It is picking up some moisture from the Gulf. But I don't think our weekend is going to be a washout. We do have the potential to see showers for Friday, Saturday, and even into Sunday, but we also have the potential to see some sunshine. For us, we are going to see the potential for a little bit of active weather. We've got the chance of a few isolated thunderstorms today. We've got a cold front coming through. It's going to hit that warm, moist, muggy air. 24 feeling like 28. Is what we can deal with today, which is not bad. I'll take it. A little bit of rain, not a ton of moisture associated with this system. We're looking at about 5 millimeters, but of course that number could go up if we do see some thunderstorm activity. Once this front passes, we are going to be seeing a clearing trend behind it. So by even late this evening, around 9 p.m., that's when we're going to just see a little bit of cloud cover, and then we'll see the skies clear through the overnight. Tuesday, not a bad day. We've got sunshine in the forecast, but temperatures are going to be a little cooler because of the passing of that cold front, the shift in the winds. But as we get into Wednesday, we've got high pressure in place. Thursday, not a bad day. And because of this low coming in from the west, it's going to pick up a little bit of Gulf moisture, and that's where we could see a few isolated showers over the weekend. Thank you for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic, and joining me, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum. It's time to dive into the long range. We're getting to that time of year that everybody wants great weather, and we're looking for you to give it to us, Doug.
We have a couple very important weekends on the way. Mother's Day coming up, and then Victoria Day long weekend.
Absolutely.
Sure would love to repeat what we saw last weekend. And as we look at the week ahead, temperatures overall, we have a brief cool down for Tuesday, but the weekend.
All right, that's good news. So we've got decent news for Wednesday, fair, milder conditions, some sunshine, a little bit of cloud cover. Thursday, sunny, warmer, a little cooler by the lake, but that's normal.
The lake is, right, exactly. The lake is still quite chilly, so you expect once you get away from the downtown temperatures to be warmer. On Friday, June-like.
That's great.
And there are actually models that suggest that it could be July-like. It depends on how quickly the clouds increase. Could see a stray shower. But seeing some of the models in the upper 20s, so cautiously optimistic that we could do that. But speaking of June-like, we could see our first subtropical or tropical storm develop off the coast of the Carolinas late this week as well. Not impacting Canada, but kind of interesting to see that potential develop as we go into the end of the week.
It means summer's here, folks. That's what that means exactly. Now for Saturday, breezy and warm, could see some scattered thunderstorms. Of course, this is a very important weekend for moms because everybody wants to go out, go for their brunch, but you're telling me not to cancel any plans.
Right. The key this weekend is while we have the threat for showers and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday, most of the time it will not be raining. Most of the time it'll be rain-free. It'll be muggy, so can't rule out the shower or thunderstorm. And then cooler and settled as we go into next week. But May as a whole looks great. After a couple days of cool weather next week, we warm right back up.
Hi there, good morning. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us on this Monday. It is May the 4th. We're seeing some sunshine, a little bit of clouds throughout the GTA. We do have warm temperatures on the way, but also potentially stormy weather. I'll talk more about that coming up in just a few moments, but first let's check in with Kevin. It's Emergency Preparedness Week, and Kevin, I know you are learning a lot this morning. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, our temperatures today, they're going to be very close to yesterday, but it's actually going to feel a little bit warmer because we have a fairly strong southwesterly wind. Now, before we get to more of your forecast details, take a look at this must-see video. Story, so stay with us for more details. Our thunderstorm risk today, it's fairly widespread. Spreads from Newsonie down through Ottawa all the way down towards Windsor. Isolated, non-severe cells firing up. About 5 millimeters of rain. But, of course, if we do see some thunderstorm activity, that amount could go up. Behind this front, we are going to see a clearing trend. Temperatures are going to be warmest ahead of the front, feeling like 28 when you factor in the humidity. And then once that front comes in, things are going to start to cool down. But we also have high pressure moving into place. So Tuesday into Wednesday and even into Thursday, things are looking pretty good. We do have a system to the south. It looks as though it is going to stay there, which is great news for us. So there's that high pressure sinking south through Wednesday and Thursday. By the time Friday rolls around, we've got this next system approaching. It's picking up a little bit of moisture from the Gulf, so we do have the risk to see a few isolated showers for Mother's Day weekend. But do not cancel your brunch plans because we're going to see some sunshine too.